I'm 75 years old, and I'm about to piss off every personal finance guru in America. Stop skipping lattes. Stop brown bagging your lunch. Stop clipping coupons. I did all of that for 30 years, and it cost me millions. I saved $135,000 being frugal with small stuff, and I lost $2.6 million missing big opportunities because I was too cheap and too scared. For every dollar I saved on coffee, I lost $19.50 on investments I was too afraid to make. The personal finance industry made billions selling you this advice. Dave Ramsey, Suze Orman, David Bach and his Latte Factor. They got rich telling you to be cheap. You stayed broke following their advice. That's not an accident. While you save $4 on coffee, you're missing $400,000 opportunities. They know it. They profit from it. I'm 75. I have $2.3 million. Sounds successful, right? I should have $8 million. That's the difference between still checking prices at the grocery store and never thinking about money again, between budget retirement and freedom. If you're doing what I did, stop right now, before you waste decades like I did. I started my career in 1972 making $12,000 a year. Read every personal finance book I could find. The Richest Man in Babylon, Your Money or Your Life, The Millionaire Next Door. Every single one said the same thing. Cut unnecessary expenses. Live below your means. Save the difference. Watch the pennies and the dollars will take care of themselves. I believe this was wisdom, the path to security, the responsible thing to do. So I did. I became a champion penny pincher, brown bagged my lunch every single day. While colleagues went out, spent $8, $10 on lunch, I ate my sandwich at my desk. That $5 a day savings felt like victory, like discipline, like winning. Never bought coffee out. Made it at home. Saved $4 a day. I watched colleagues at Starbucks through the window, laughing, networking. I felt superior walking past with my thermos. Clipped coupons every Sunday. 2 hours cutting paper to save $40 at the grocery store. Like a part-time job that paid $20 an hour. I thought that was smart. Drove the same car for 12 years. No new clothes unless the old ones had holes. I remember the smell of that cheap sandwich in the break room, while everyone else came back with Thai food. Laughing about something that happened at lunch. I saved $5. They built relationships. By 1985, I was 35 years old. I had $30,000 saved from 13 years of extreme frugality. That's equivalent to about $85,000 in today's money. Real money. I was so proud of myself. Thought I had it all figured out. I was the responsible one. The smart one. The disciplined one. My friends had new cars they were making payments on. Restaurant receipts. Vacation photos from places I'd never been. I had $30,000 in a passbook savings account, earning 5%. I thought I was winning. Then, in 1985, something happened. An opportunity walked through my door. I had no idea that the single decision, saying 2 letters, N and O, would haunt me for the next 40 years. I can still see the cubicle where it happened. Still remember what day of the week it was. Thursday. I said no, because I was too busy saving pennies. Tom worked 3 cubicles down from me. Software engineer. Database software for personal computers. Brand new market. Tom's team was starting their own company. They needed investors. $25,000 for 5% equity. I had $30,000 saved, sitting in a savings account earning 5%. Tom came to my cubicle. "This is going to be huge," he said. "You should get in on this." "I don't know, Tom. That's a lot of money. What if it fails?" "Then you lose $25,000. But if it works, you could retire early." That $25,000 represented 833 brown bag lunches. 2 years of sacrifice. My stomach was in knots. I told myself, "That's gambling. I'm investing smart." I said no. 5 years later, company went public. Tom's stake was worth $2.1 million. Tom retired at 40. I watched him drive away in his new Mercedes. I was 40. Still eating sandwiches at my desk. I'd saved an additional $6,000 brown bagging lunch. He made $2.1 million. I saved $6,000. My wife asked why I didn't invest. I told her it was too risky. She just looked at me. Something changed in her eyes. I'm 44. Making $75,000 a year. Had $65,000 saved. My friend Mike came with an opportunity. Rental properties, growing suburb. Tech firms moving in. 2 duplexes. Rent would cover mortgage. $25,000 down payment. My share, I had $65,000. Could have done it 3 times over. But I'd already missed Tom's opportunity. Couldn't be wrong again. Debt scared me. What if we couldn't rent them? What if the market crashes? Dave Ramsey said debt is dumb. I listened to Dave Ramsey. Better to keep clipping coupons. $200 a month felt certain. I said no. Again, 6 years later. Mike sold those properties. His $25,000 was worth $320,000. He bought 4 more properties. Portfolio worth $2 million now. I had saved $14,400 in grocery coupons. He made $295,000. I saved $14,400. The pattern was clear, but I still couldn't see it. My wife stopped mentioning opportunities. She'd learned. Then came the big one. .com crash. Market tanks 40%. I'm 50 years old. $120,000 in retirement accounts. 70% bonds, 30% stocks. Conservative. Safe. My advisor, Jennifer, called. "This is the buying opportunity of a lifetime. Shift $80,000 from bonds to stocks right now at the bottom." I'd already missed 2 opportunities. Tom made $2.1 million. Mike made $295,000. I couldn't be wrong a third time. But what if she's wrong? What if I lose it all? I'd clipped coupons for 28 years to save this. Bought generic cereal. Wore shoes with holes. I couldn't risk it. My hand shook when I signed the form to keep my bonds. 7 years later. Market recovered. If I'd moved that $80,000 to stocks, it would have been worth $380,000. What I made in bonds? $95,000. Opportunity cost? $285,000? That's when I did the math on all 3. Tom. Lost $2,075,000. Mike. Lost $270,000. Market bottom. Lost $285,000. Total, $2,630,000 in opportunities I'd passed on because I was busy saving pennies. Same year, I had a heart attack. I was 52. Lying in that hospital bed with tubes in my chest, I realized something. I'd given myself a heart attack over money I was too afraid to invest. The doctor said stress. I knew better. It was a regret. Let me show you the number I was proud of for 30 years. The number that represented discipline, sacrifice, responsibility. Brown bag lunches, 30 years. $37,500. Skipped coffee, 30 years, $30,000. Clipped coupons, 30 years, $14,400. Cut Entertainment, 30 years, $18,000. Miscellaneous Frugality, $35,000. Total saved, $135,000. $135,000. I was so proud of that number. It represented being responsible while my friends were reckless. Now let me show you what that responsibility cost me. 1985 startup I passed on. Lost $2,075,000. 1994 real estate I passed on. Lost $270,000. 2000 market bottom I passed on. Lost $285,000. Total lost $2,630,000. I saved $135,000. I lost $2,630,000. For every dollar I saved on lattes and lunches, I lost $19.50 in wealth I should have built. If you handed me $1 and I gave you back a nickel, you'd think I was insane. That's what I did for 30 years. The book said, watch the pennies and the dollars will take care of themselves. They were wrong. I watched the pennies, and the millions walked away. I retired with $2.3 million. At 75, I have $2.8 million. I live on $92,000 a year, comfortable. But I check prices at the grocery store. Not because I need to, because I can't not. I watch friends traveling business class. I fly economy. They order wine without looking at prices. I still look. I have money, but I don't have freedom. If I'd taken those 3 opportunities, $8 million, probably more, I'd be living on $320,000 a year instead of $92,000. That's $228,000 a year I don't have. $19,000 a month, because I was afraid to risk $25,000 when I was 35. You want to know the really crazy part? I have a filing cabinet in my garage, 4 drawers, full of expired coupons, organized by category. Manila folders labeled cereal, cleaning supplies, frozen foods. Like a museum of my own stupidity. I spent 100 hours a year clipping those coupons, 2 hours every Sunday for 30 years. That's 3,000 hours. Saved $15,000 total. If I'd spent those hours learning about investing, I'd be worth $20 million today. But the book said clip coupons. I still have the scissors, Fiskars. Bought them for $3.99 in 1985. Kept them for 40 years because that's being irresponsible. Those scissors cost me millions. The money, that's not even the worst part. The worst part is what it cost me in life. Our 25th anniversary, she wanted Giacomo's, Italian place. I suggested Olive Garden, save $40. I watched something die in her eyes that night. Eventually she stopped asking. When someone stops asking, they've stopped hoping. My friend who wasted money on dinners, still married 50 years. I saved $8,000. He saved his marriage, never traveled, saved $90,000. She wanted Paris at 35, Greek islands at 42. I said, we'll go when we retire. I'm 75 now, my knees hurt. She doesn't want to go with me anymore. She went to Paris with her sister. I wasn't in the photos. My friends talk about Barcelona, Santorini. I have $90,000. And silence. No stories. I was home clipping coupons. Never went to lunch with colleagues. Saved $37,500. Lunch is where decisions get made, where trust builds. Tom got his deals at lunch. Mike met his mentor at lunch. I heard about it after. Eating a sandwich at my desk. Another friend met his partner at lunch. Sold their company for $6 million. He made $3 million from lunches. I saved $37,500. My kids are 48 and 45. They remember me as the cheap dad. My daughter, 8th grade, school trip, $50. I said no. Her friend's dad paid. She never asked me for money again. She was 13. My son wanted guitar lessons. $30 a week. I said no. He taught himself. He's good. But he remembers I said no. No to Disneyland, no to ice cream, no to everything. We're saving for the future. The future's here. My kids call on Christmas, my birthday. My daughter lives 30 minutes away. I see her 4 times a year. They take their kids to Disneyland on credit cards. My grandson asked why Grandpa is grumpy. Careful with money, that's my legacy. Not wisdom, not joy. Careful with money. Here's what I should have understood at 25. Small savings don't build wealth. Big bets build wealth. The finance industry sells small savings because everyone can clip coupons. They make money when you feel productive saving $5. They don't make money when you're finding million-dollar opportunities. Save $5 a day for 40 years? You get $567,000. One $25,000 investment that 100 times? You get $2,500,000. One decision beats 40 years of daily discipline. Wealthy people find asymmetric opportunities. Limited downside, unlimited upside. Risk $25,000 to potentially make $2,500,000. That's a bet you should take. Every guru tells you to cut lattes. Skip Starbucks. Here's why they're wrong. Coffee. $1,460 a year. Invested for 40 years gets you $600,000. One startup investment beats that in 5 years. Lunch. $3,650 a year. But lunch is where opportunities happen. You're saving money while losing millions in networking. Total small savings. $1.86 million over 40 years. One good opportunity gives you $5 million in 5 years. Focus on big opportunities. Market crashes. One decision at the bottom equals $300,000 plus. Startups. Invest $25,000 for equity. One win equals $1 million plus. Real estate. One property equals $200,000 plus profit. Salary negotiations. One $20,000 raise equals $800,000 over your career. One big move beats 40 years of small savings. The math doesn't lie. The gurus do. Stop asking, how can I save $5 today? Start asking, how can I make $500,000 over my lifetime? Spend 10 hours a week learning about investing. That's a master's degree in wealth. I spent that time clipping coupons. Saved $15,000. Could have made millions. Network with successful people. One lunch per week. Cost $2,600 a year. One connection equals $500,000 over your career. Stop clipping coupons. Your time is worth more. If $4 coffee is material to your finances, you have bigger problems. Fix income. Fix investments. Fix career. They teach you moderate income minus extreme frugality. Gets you $2 million and regret. Actually works. High income minus moderate expenses times smart investments. Gets you $10 million in freedom. Focus on income and smart investments. Expenses matter way less than you've been told. I optimized expenses. Got $2.8 million. My friend optimized income and investments. Has $15 million. Same career. Different focus, different life. Here's what to do instead. Save for opportunities. Keep 6 to 12 months expenses in cash. Everything else, deploy it. Invest it. Your savings account should make you nervous. If you're comfortable, you're leaving money on the table. Live on 70 to 80% of your income. not 40%. I lived on 60% for 30 years. Ruined my marriage. Still don't have $10 million. Optimize for life and wealth. Not just wealth. Put 80% in index funds. Put 20% in opportunities that could 10 times. Startups. Real estate. Your own business. The 80% lets you sleep. The 20% changes your life. Redefine responsible. Responsible isn't clipping coupons. Responsible is building skills, high income, smart risks. I was responsible according to the books. Got regrets and $2.8 million? My irresponsible friends who took risks. Joy, strong families, $10 million. Spend on experiences in your prime. Your body has an expiration date. Your money doesn't. Travel at 35, not 75. Your knees work at 35. Take your wife to dinner. Make memories with your kids. Spend 10 to 15% on experiences. I saved $90,000 not traveling. Can't buy back being 35. Build relationships. Go to lunch. That's where deals happen. One connection equals $500,000 over your career. Lunch costs $15. I saved $37,500 on lunches. Lost $3 million in opportunities. Penny wise and pound foolish. It's my life. Don't let it be yours. I'm 75. I have $2.8 million. Most people would say I'm successful. They're wrong. I should have $10 million. Instead, I still check prices at the grocery store. 40 years of penny pinching doesn't wash off. The difference? 30 years of following advice designed to sell books, not build wealth. Dave Ramsey, Suze Orman, David Bach. They got wealthy selling you poverty. I saved $135,000 being cheap. Lost $2.6 million being scared. Don't make my mistake. You can clip coupons for 40 years. Save $135,000. Be miserable. Your kids will remember you as the parent who said no. Die with regrets. Or you can live. Take smart risks. Make $2 million. Enjoy the journey. Your kids will call because they want to. Die with peace. The finance industry wants path A. You staying poor makes them rich. I want path B for you. I profit from nothing. I'm just an old man trying to save you before I run out of time. I spent my life watching pennies, and the dollars walked away. Don't watch pennies. Watch for opportunities. That's the difference between comfortable and wealthy. Between $2 million with the regrets and $10 million with stories. Share this video. Someone you know is making my mistake. Subscribe. I'm calling out bad financial advice until I run out of time. At 75, I don't have much time left. Stop skipping lattes. Start building real wealth. The clock is ticking. For both of us. You still have time and I don't.